Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now salutes and shout outs to Spiderloke. And if y'all been following his platform, he's been going back and forth with Young and Hefe for quite some time now. Now Spiderloke told Young and Hefe, you need to stop worrying about my Crippin because I already solidified it when I pulled up to the 9-7s when all the members was out. Because he said, while you worrying about me, you didn't do a damn thing when Adam 22 was in front of your face at no jumper and basically dished the Treys in front of your face, and you didn't do nothing but laugh. Now, as we all know, Spiderloke and Munchie B been homies for a long time, and they even was on street TV doing podcasting together. And according to Spiderloke, the reason he had his fallout with Munchie B was because Munchie B was nothing but a horny man, basically trying to hump on anything walking, including his daughter. Now, after their fallout, Munchie B had his own platform where he basically had a smut campaign on Spiderloke, and Spiderloke did the same thing on his platform, the Black Box. And today, Spiderloke had a few things to say about Munchie B, so let's get straight into it. Now, Spiderloke said aside from Munchie B being one of the horniest mofos on earth, he was a horrible drunk, so every time I hung around him or we was at a function, I couldn't even enjoy myself because it was like I was babysitting him the whole time.
I never did nothing to his whole ass. Nothing. But look how I took care of him. I was a literal babysitter, caregiver, bro. I used to drop him off late night, loaded as fuck. He walked, touching on two. It's like cars parked on this side, cars parked on this side. He using them to fumble through and don't know when to stop until you hear he'd have bumped into a garage. Bam!
Now, Spiderloke said he's tripping out because instead of Munchie B kissing on his ass for everything he done for him, he goes on the internet and try to bash him. Now, Spiderloke said he's trying to make it make sense because the first time he met Munchie B was because Munchie B jumped in his DMs as a fan, and ever since they met each other, and Spiderloke said when he knew Munchie B was blind, he did nothing but protect him.
How does he get mad at me? Admired me from a distance, got in my DM like a bitch, sucking my... And then somehow we became cool and I became your babysitter. What did I ever do wrong?
Now, if you guys can remember a while back when Spiderloke got into it with Munchie B for trying to holler at his daughter, he said you would never allow that to happen because you got a dirty dick. Now, Spiderloke apologized to all of his homies, and he said the reason why he don't share bottles with nobody anymore was because when him and Munchie B were still cool with each other, when he was at the Black Box, he noticed that Munchie B had one of the biggest bumps on the side of his lips. And according to Spiderloke, that's because he's a horny man, that he be eating too much dirty ass and PUSSY.
I ain't never hit the bottle behind him. It was always cups on deck because he has a bump right here. Hey, Adam, if you're going to ask Auntie about not paying that bet, please ask Munch Butt about that big-ass flesh-colored bump you see on the top of his lip. Just ask him where it came from. I know ever since I mentioned it, you can't help but stare at it every time you're looking at it.
Now, Spiderloke said he didn't even know Munchie B had any animosity with him because when they were together, he didn't say nothing. But all of a sudden, when he's miles and miles away from me, that's when he starts ish talking.
But you see, he never said none of this fly, snappy shit in my presence. He waits till he got far away, and now he big bad guy.
Now, Spiderloke said one thing about Adam 22 is he's a culture vulture and he loves drama between the black communities. And he told Young Ann, be prepared because Adam 22 is for sure gonna ask you, what about that $1,000 that you promised Spiderloke and you even put it on your mom's soul? That if he pulls up to the 9-7s while the members was out, you was gonna give him $1,000. But then you jump on the internet and say you're not gonna give him the $1,000 because he didn't do it the time you asked him. Now, salutes up to Spiderloke for dropping that content. And now that you guys heard it, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. Paperboy News stand. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there. Gone.
But I can't wait to see the Tuesday No Jumper show. Not the actual show, but I'm sure I will see a clip. Because Vladimir's definitely going to get at Auntie Hefe. Auntie Hefe, heads up. He going to get at you about paying. Don't get mad, bro. Keep it cool. You ain't got to call me bro. You ain't got to call me miserable.